Wait. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing good. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, come through. Yo, Poxy, Key, Jay, Navy Exotic, Jukesy, Noti Gang. Let's go, guys. Sweaty. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having or had a fantastic day. It is a beautiful Sunday on our side. And this is actually the 5D interview, Venom. So I did see the title was quite incorrect, but it is Hot Seat with the 5D, guys. And we got a few things happening today. We're just going to be talking about general stuff. I'm just going to share the stream around so people know that the hot seat is live and available for everyone. If you guys can share the stream as well on your side so we can get as much people as possible, that would be super thankful, guys. Just let it known that today we're doing just a little cast with Jackson, Niloo, and so forth. But other than that, get the stream set up and rolling. Let me see you. Not yet, Jackson. Berkey, Ghost, Wannabe, F Doggy. Welcome, guys, for today's 23 of the top 10 were ETC members. Well done, bro. Well done.
Can I move us to admin quickly? Because people might be able to join this chat.
Okay. Oh, aware. What's up, Kieran? Welcome, guys. Hope you guys are doing good. Let's just put that on my Discord and then. Okay. Yeah, so I'm joined by Jax, who is a co-owner. Am I correct to say that, Jax? How are you doing?
Yes, sir. It's me and Niloo.
Niloo.
How are you doing, Airo?
Doing quite good, man. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one today, isn't it?
I hope it don't get too heated.
hopefully it doesn't get too heated. A lot of good questions came in from the community in such a short time as well. So we're gonna go through those questions at a later stage. Other than that, is there anything you'd like to start the podcast on, or what topic would you like to cover up?
I mean, I would love to start on a positive note, but I'm pretty sure everyone's wondering about the whole macro thing and all
so you just want to go dive straight into it.
What does your chat say? What do they say?
Yo, guys, do you want to dive straight into the hot seat questions and just, cover everything around 5D? Or do you guys just want to have a good time and let it flow and whatever happens?
Maybe we talk about the more important issues when more people join, because you just started.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
So Fortnite community, man, how are you finding season 3 right now?
To be honest with you, I don't like the meta. I feel like the charge shotgun is a very ping-based gun. Like, I don't know. To counter it, you need to be able to shoot and build straight away to take 150 damage back. And that's just almost impossible without ping.
I don't know if it's just me, but every time I try flicker shots, it just doesn't register as well.
Exactly. That's got
is that what you're talking about?
The delay, with the shot.
Oh yeah, like you hear the gunshot firing, but your crosshairs are on the player, but nothing's registering, or it's like you didn't even shoot at all. It's very weird. I don't know. That charge shotgun does not work on our high pick because there's a lot of good clips that one could get, but as soon as you flick,
ZA tourneys, it's good. If
Yeah.
you're on the same ping, then it's fair, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's super weird when it comes to the charge shotgun. And then another thing also is the water and the sharks. How you finding that? How's your rotations been so far?
Oh, dude, the water is terrible. It's making the map so laggy. It's so bad.
Yeah, I can only
Especially
imagine.
the bottom left. The bottom left is just not rendered properly most of the time. It's weird.
I think the thing there is once the map starts to dry out, I think then it will be better, and the map will be so huge.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, like everything's so spread out. Riggedy rig is at a different space now.
Yeah.
Like it's super weird. And I see Nilo's finally joined us here.
I'm not a big fan of the hunting rifle. I also feel like it's a very ping-based weapon as well.
I mean, the hunting rifle is kind of good. I've hit a good shots with it. I don't like the bolt where it has it. I think like zooming in takes like a second or two to load up on our
Yeah,
side, but
true. That
the
is true.
hunting rifle is like instant almost, and you can hit like good shots as well.
Yeah, no, I agree, 100%.
And you, Nilo, hunting rifle or
Hunt,
bolt action?
dude, the hunting rifle is just aim and shoot with your F0 pip. It's not
Exactly,
fair
but
at
but it
all.
still works kind of with us, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah,
in ZA tourneys when everyone's on the same ping, I love that. But I mean,
Yeah,
playing EU customs is just like constant hunting rifle bullets flying straight at you.
uh,
I don't know.
yeah. I can only imagine. But other than that, P90s, SMGs, is that the meta now? Is that what controller players are using?
Um, Nila's gonna have to answer that one.
I mean, it depends because like attack does the same amount of damage as an SMG headshot nowadays.
Yeah,
Because literally 35, 35 headshot, 42
Yeah, no,
headshot.
the attack is so inconsistent. I mean, you shoot one good 70 shot and a headshot, and the next ones is just literally 22, 30, and
Yeah,
you're like, what the hell? I'm shooting at the same place, but it's really inconsistent when it comes to the shotgun shots now.
yeah.
But
yeah, it's either 110 or 35.
exactly. I don't know why they made the attack like that. The attack was so godly in
Mhm.
season 2.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think it is.
literally
And also, like, everyone was complaining about aim assist and SMGs and ARs, and then they go and nerf shotguns. Like, I don't get
yeah.
that. Like, I don't know. I feel like they should have left the attack as it is because it kind of counters the whole jump in a box with the SMG thing.
Yeah, it definitely does.
But I
But
mean, now if someone jumps in your box, you're gonna hit them for 24 times. So I don't know.
exactly, and that SMG spray is definitely gonna be the one that's will win. But and talking about SMG spray, Nilu, has the aim assist felt different in any way, or
Yeah,
have you altered the settings to make it work for you?
definitely. Like the aim assist probably feels not even half, especially
Yeah.
on linear. Because I think exponentially is not too bad, but I haven't changed my settings at all, to be honest. Like I just tried adjusting, tried using the charge more, but the
Yeah.
charge is also really inconsistent.
It is. It is. I mean, we were just talking just before you came. I don't know if you were here, but the charge shotgun behaving like when you try flick it,
Switching
it
your
doesn't
weapon.
shoot.
Yeah. Also, when you try switch to your SMG right after you shoot, it doesn't shoot at all.
Yeah, like it's super weird. You pull out, you try flick, it just doesn't register when it comes to the charge shotgun.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
so coming forward on season 3, do you think Fortnite ZA is ready to start accommodating for tournaments? We did do ACGL just yesterday. How did you guys find that? Were you guys
Oh
playing in
no.
that one?
Yeah, no, Nilo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nilo's
I'll-
this guy. Let him talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically we registered for the Mythic Royale, and I didn't know that you had to complete 5 match finders to compete. So I was
Oh.
unranked,
Yeah.
and then we got unregistered.
Yeah, that's
know as well.
unfortunate. That's unfortunately. But regarding Fortnite tournaments in general, what do you think is the meta in South Africa, or where do you see South Africa
That's a good
going?
question.
Do you see a lot of players pulling down now that servers haven't come? What is tournaments looking like for you guys?
Nila's
for
gonna have to
5D.
answer that one as well. I'm not in the tournament scene. I'm not the best. I'm just managing the team.
Yeah,
I feel like tournaments are really dry nowadays because a lot of people have lost motivation to play the game because of we all expected servers coming soon, and it's been over 3 months since the first Fortnite African server, so a lot of people have lost motivation to play comp, and especially the new map. Like there's literally water everywhere. So
the new map in solos, I think won't work. It doesn't work. Like, yes, there's a lot of new POIs to go to, but
Yeah.
rotation wise, everyone's dying so quick. Like EPS has done a few solo tournaments over the past week or two, but yes, not the greatest. Maybe just 2 qualifiers, so you don't have the best finals and whatsoever. But it's literally been like 40 players alive in 5th game,
Yeah.
in 5th zone. It's like really not the best stacked or games coming in with the Fortnite community
I
over
mean,
there.
I guess what Epic tried to do is they added and made launch pads way more common because of the
I noticed
water.
that.
Yeah,
I landed on
definitely.
3 yesterday. I was like, what?
And also they added the whirlpools, but I don't think it's enough. Like, if you think about end game, all of that, it's literally across water.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. And the sharks,
Yeah.
let's not talk about
Yeah,
them.
no.
because-
I died to sharks the other day on height, literally chilling on height, like win secured in the bag, and then a shark just munched my build, and I was like, damn, like come on, that's not fair.
Yeah, no, it's a tricky one, that one. So yeah, I mean, covering just season 3, I think it's been one of the most strangest things. We soon gonna experience some moving cars or drivable cars.
I saw that in the
Oh
trailer.
yeah, that's gonna be lit. That's gonna
I-
change the whole aspect of the game. But they need to get rid of the
Exactly.
water for that, surely.
Yeah, no, I think that's why they haven't
Yeah,
been
I
introduced
think so
yet.
as
I
well.
think the only knowledgeable thing to happen now is they dry up the map and then you can start driving cars. Because theoretically, you can only drive cars between Lazy Lake and flippin' Pleasant Park.
Yeah, no.
If
It's
you
not
think
really
about it,
most
that's the
ideal,
most
is it?
land around there. That's
Yeah.
literally the most land
And that's
around
just
there.
the thing is, like, if they do release it now, then everyone's gonna land there in that spot for the cars. So it's, I think they're just trying to keep the map as spread out as possible at the moment.
Yeah, just hold on. Snap and Zinks, thank you so much for the donations, guys. If
Let's
you guys
go.
want any questions or anything covered up, just remember to comment down below in the comment section and we'll go through some of those as we are talking. So thank you guys so much for being here. We got 30 people in chat. And this is the hot seat with 5D, just covering basically everything within Fortnite, ZA, and also just some questions that you guys would love to get answered.
Be brutal.
But yeah, yeah, no, don't be brutal, guys. Be loving,
Yeah,
guys.
man.
Yeah, Izzy says, as I said before, the water is sinking in some parts and more areas will become visible, like rickety rig. Yeah, definitely some interesting things there where we will be able to drive vehicles and so forth. And Vale, thank you so much for $1 on the stream. So
Hey.
Let's
yeah,
go.
no, the cars coming in. I think it's going to be an interesting one. Do you think it's going to be competitive?
I don't think it will actually.
The what?
'cause
Sorry, I didn't hear.
The
The,
car.
the drivable
I mean,
vehicles.
The fact that helicopters are incompetitive is just dumb.
Yeah, no, that's
And then-
retarded. I didn't
I,
get
I
that.
think I saw something. I don't know if it was like legit Fortnite or something, but they said they're like in an evaluation phase,
Yeah.
and they just put everything in arena and they're evaluating to see what belongs and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So maybe for the first week or two, we will see cars in flipping end game and you boxed
Yeah.
up and someone just rams into you while you're chilling. But it's gonna be an interesting thing to see.
'Cause, I mean, in arena, there's like 25 people left, and half of them are in helicopters flying about.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Oh.
just kind of dumb.
Niloo, Salone says you have a sexy voice.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez. Okay,
Yeah.
what do they say about? Okay, we're gonna get into all these stuff. I think since we have a lot of people here, I think it's best that we cover up what's generally been a question in the community.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bring the questions on the side over here. So let's start with the most common one,
Mm-hmm.
the one that everyone really
Mhm.
has been speculating about 5D, and let me just get that question out for you guys. Okay, so a lot of people ask this question, so I'm gonna go with the one that had the most. Okay, so this is a question with a lot of questions in it, and so Reepsy asked, "What are 5D doing now to make sure they don't have the same issues they had in the past?
Brilliant
Cheating,
question.
racism accusations, toxic
Mhm.
players, macros, and so forth." And now we're going to break that down into different categories. And in the cheating category, is it true to say that one player, 5D Zor, which you guys signed, and was a fairly new sign to you guys,
Yeah.
but he was using macros at the time, and there was another guy,
Worthy.
Verge.
Verge,
What's the
yeah.
word?
No,
Yeah,
No,
Verge. So
Yeah.
upon speculation, Verge was reported that he was using some macros, and at the same time, on the same day, Zor was using macros. So when Zor sort of said, "Yes, I'm using macros," do you think Verge was using? Oh, you said Verge wasn't using
yeah,
macros
I
at
can
all.
explain all of that. It's all
So yeah,
all good.
what was we all know that Zor was using macros and he
100%. Yeah,
he
he
was
confessed.
removed from the tourney. He confessed, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
using macros and so forth. But what is it that Verge was using, Jax?
Okay, well, firstly with Verge, what he uses is Steam. So he basically connects his Epic or his Fortnite game to Steam. I'm not exactly sure
Hmm.
how it works, but you can pretty much have custom keybinds through Steam if you connect your game to it. And that's what he did. And that's pretty much how he's able to do two things, not two things at once, but he can bind certain buttons. He can create
Yeah,
certain binds to certain buttons that you can't do on the
like
game itself.
keyboard remapping or something like that.
Um, no, controller remapping. Um,
Controller
yeah, I
remapping. Yeah,
think it's for both though, to be honest with you.
yeah.
So yeah, so Verge actually after the whole thing happened with you, he contacted Epic Games to ask if the
Mm.
Steam
Running it
software
through
is
Steam. Yeah.
yeah, if it's actually allowed. And Epic Games actually replied and said it's full on fine. It's not against their terms or conditions
Yeah.
or anything. It's they actually said that they are a trusted partner
Wait,
with
I can actually read out the email now. Let me just find the
yeah.
chat.
They basically
Okay.
said
So
they are a trusted partner with Steam. So if you
yeah.
use Steam to run your game, it's not yeah, it's allowed. There's nothing wrong with it.
Okay, so Niloo is bringing that email on the side over there, and he's going to
Mm,
read out exactly what
please do.
Epic Games had written to him.
Okay,
In
so
the
I have
midst of
I
all this, like, okay, let's hear what Niloo said. Yeah.
as your request to run Epic Games through Steam, I highly advise you not to, although it is not against our terms of service to run Epic Games through Steam, as Steam is a trusted Epic Game service. I mean, as Steam is a trusted Epic Game service. That's
Mm-hmm.
what they said.
Hmm.
We
Cool.
So yeah, we pretty much just made sure because we didn't want to go and start that whole argument without actually having proof.
okay, wait. There's
Uh,
a second part. It says we are aware of custom button configurations that you can change in Steam. Thank you for reaching out to us.
yeah.
That's all.
Okay. Yeah, it's just Epic Games. So there you guys have it, guys. So Epic Games actually responded, and in my faults as well, jumping to, at the time, we called Zor, and then called out
Yeah, that
Verge
was the whole
for those
problem.
macros.
Zor pretty
So
much set him up.
they're in the sense where is 5D using macros? It was just 5D Zor, which he stopped using, guys. So you can also, we need to move on from certain situations when it comes to calling out
Yeah.
players and so forth. At the time, maybe yes, they were cheating, but to continue rubbing it in their face is where I think the community goes wrong. So another thing is, how have you guys dealt with all these cheating accusations when it came to the
Um,
macroing and so forth?
yeah.
Has it hurt your image? How has it hurt your image? And where are you now at this rate, at this stage?
Well, yeah, obviously we made a lot of mistakes, or more specifically me.
Hmm.
I said a few things that I'm not too proud of. Um, but at the end of the day, as long as you learn from your mistakes and change and actually try to become better and not do it again, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, just it makes you a better person. So, yeah, I think it's okay to make mistakes. Just own up to it, pretty much. Um,
Own up to it. Yeah.
yeah, use it to
And
better
that's what
yourself.
you guys are doing now. I mean, they from what I've seen, they bring in a community together by working in terms of bringing more tournaments together. So guys, 5D in all their players, they got together, put a prize pool, and we're going to talk about that tournament at a later stage.
Yeah.
Now, regarding the racism situation, I'm not even familiar with what happened at that stage, but Vale has a question here, and his question was, why after Ariova said what he said, 5D used George Floyd's situation he says in his opinion, you guys use George Floyd's situation as a way to make people sympathetic, even though up till one of their players was brought into question, they hadn't spoken up at all about the topic.
That's a good question. Um, well, to be honest with you, I wasn't looking for sympathy, or we weren't looking for sympathy. We
Hmm.
genuinely just wanted to show the world that we're not racist. Like, we are not. 5D gaming is made up of loads of different ethnic backgrounds and races and
Yeah,
languages. I mean, we even have a player from Portugal, from Mozambique.
yeah,
Like, we're not racist, and that is a fact. I would never condone racism. I'm totally
yeah.
against it. Um, And yeah, that's pretty much why I posted that, to show the world that we're against it. I mean, yeah,
So in your opinion, you felt there was no need to cover, excuse me, to cover up the topic or talk about it.
well, I don't want to mention names of the person who called it out because I don't want to start it up again and get him
Yeah,
involved. And
yeah.
I also don't want people to message him and cyberbully him now.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a specific person that posted it that basically is known for scamming.
Okay.
And yeah, pretty much the whole tweet and the whole situation was to turn the blame on us, and that's pretty much all there was to it. There's a lot of pros in the community that can back that. He has scammed quite a few people. He owes 5D Gaming members at like over 500 Rand now. We have all the proof and everything. He just genuinely scams a lot. And yeah, we pretty much wanted to bring light to that matter. And instead of bringing light to the matter, it just turned on us completely.
Oh,
Yeah, it was kind of like a shift the blame thing.
yeah, shift for blame. And in terms of just in general, if 5D were to make a statement right now on the whole AiroOG situation, if the question was brought up right now on what
What are we doing to prevent
what
it from happening again?
yeah, what are you doing to prevent it from happening? What
Great
is
question.
yeah,
So firstly, back then, especially back in the Zor situation, we were still just a team of friends trying to make something out of our gaming skills, pretty much.
And
Yeah.
we wouldn't really evaluate anyone that we
Not at
recruited.
all.
We just like, oh, he did well. Let's try and recruit him.
Yeah,
Like,
Okay.
like we were like pretty much at that point we were trying to just get as many crack
People in our
players as we
team,
could
yeah.
in. Yeah, we didn't really do personality checks and actual like. There's a lot more that goes towards a lot more effort that goes towards recruiting someone than just looking at their placements.
Yeah.
Obviously that goes without saying. And now we're introducing contracts next week. We actually got
Okay.
our first sponsor today as well.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, pretty much to summarize the whole thing, we are basically becoming an actual org within the
Okay.
next month, and that's why we can guarantee that this kind of stuff won't happen again because it's against our contract. So if anyone in the team ends up saying anything stupid online, the contract gets terminated straight away.
Okay, yeah. So there you guys have it. Basically, what's happening in 5D is they're reevaluating their purpose, objectives, and goals as a team, and
100%.
sort of trying to change from what they were and becoming a new image for
Yeah,
the community.
exactly.
So that's what's happening right there. And J-Doc says the difference is you shouldn't be against racism, you should fight racism. That's definitely
I've got
true.
a good comment to that. Morgan Freeman actually said the opposite. He said the best fight to racism is to not talk about racism and to just forget about it.
Oh no,
completely.
I've seen that. I've actually seen that.
He
Yo,
basically
the
says
best
don't
fight
mention it.
against racism is don't talk about it.
Exactly. Get it out of our
Don't
heads.
talk about, because the moment you talk about it, someone who doesn't even know racism will start questioning it.
Yeah.
yeah,
You
that's
get
What
little
is
6-year-old kids
racism?
exactly
Yeah.
asking what is it? Like why even bring light to the matter?
Yeah.
He even says like get rid of races in general. Like stop calling people by their race. Stop asking like in when you sign up for something. Why does it ask us what race are you? I asked my teacher that in school because for our matric finals we had to write down what race we are, and I said why? Like what's the point of this? Why must I give my race?
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I just
that's
feel like
it.
we should just
I think Morgan Freeman's ways is definitely just don't speak about racism, and it kind of just hold on.
you got donation.
Yeah.
man's blowing up. Let's go.
There we go. Okay, so the next question. Okay, so we've covered up the macro situation, guys, and you basically heard Niloo and Jax say that Epic Games do allow controller remapping to allow for the reset scroll wheel to happen on a controller through certain binds and so forth. And then on the situation of light is the racism that happened with AiroOG, and his answer, which was, just hold on again.
To be honest with you, like
let me
Yeah.
switch this thing off. Just give me 1 second. Alert box. Where's this thing? Yeah, I think I can't even switch it off. It's just gonna play in the background. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
That's all
Okay.
good.
Yeah. So you were saying something?
Um, I don't know. I just read chat and I forgot as well. Damn.
Okay. Yeah. No. So it's good. It's good that we've sort of, you guys are now sort of reevaluating your guys' objectives and
I
goals
know.
and
Oh yeah, I remember
trying to
now.
become better. Yeah.
So basically, all the things, all the replies on Twitter and all the justification, like that's all
Mm.
wrong. Like there's no justification for what AiroOG did. He ended up apologizing. I apologized as well for it. Um, yeah,
I mean,
like
everybody does slip. Everybody slips up.
we make mistakes, dude. Like I don't think there's a perfect human on planet Earth. I might be
Yeah. I
wrong.
mean, what happened to that guy on Phase? Was it Phase?
Yeah,
Dubs.
phase dubs. That's
Yeah,
another point
Phase
we wanted to
dubs.
bring up. But I mean, like I said, I don't want to come up with excuses. But
Yeah.
pretty much
Exactly.
what the whole point was is that it's the player's mistake. It's not the team. Like it's
Yeah.
Worthy. I don't want to. Yeah, Worthy's basically he lied about score submission to get into
Mm.
the team. He basically messaged Niloo and said, "I want to join 5D." Niloo replied and said, "If you place in the next tournament, you can join." So he went
Who's
and
that? That
cheated.
that console player,
That
right?
Yeah, the
console player,
console
yeah.
player that lied about his scores.
Jeez, bro. I was about to play that pay him his prize pools. I
Oh
just
man.
thought, like, let me go through these screenshots. Just let me go through. This guy qualified. He's third. When someone told me his console, I was like, no, man. I remember his screenshots were PC. So how's he like
Exactly.
doing all
Well,
this
good
stuff?
eye
And
for that, by the way.
oh, yeah,
Very
bro, I
good
was
eye.
like about to pay this man
Yeah,
some
no. I
some
mean, like
some
we did
money
not
that
know.
he
That's
didn't
the thing.
deserve.
We had
Yeah,
no idea. I
we also
mean,
did not know. So
we
it was
like
our fault for him having that placement in the first place.
yeah, no. Well, no, not
You can't
really. I
really
mean,
prevent it.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you can't do anything about that. I mean, it
go on.
happens. So
It happens. It does happen. Yeah.
yeah. So basically, like, yeah, we told him if he places, he can join. And
Yeah.
the community got the wrong story. I think they thought that he was always in the team cheating. He
Yeah.
Yeah.
joined the day that he got exposed. He joined. It was all on the same day. Like, it wasn't. We didn't know about it until you knew about it. So
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, I mean,
Okay. So another question coming in is, how many players are left in 5D gaming,
that's a
and
good
who
question.
are they?
Let me quickly get the team roster up.
Okay,
Um,
guys. So as the team roster comes up, I would like to
it's like
thank everybody that's in chat. We got 43 people watching. And Dropsy
Awesome.
says, I mean, I could be wrong, but that racism comment is very controversial. Because speaking about racism won't help, but will only avoid the situation as a whole rather than address and fight against it.
Oh,
Well,
100%.
the good thing, I
Right.
think Jack said he justified what happened. He said sorry. He spoke about it.
Yeah, no,
But
100%.
there would be no need to fight against it
If
if
we
no one
didn't
talked
talk
about
about
it.
it, that's the thing. So
yeah, yeah,
his point is valid, but my point is basically no one should talk about it. Obviously,
Yeah.
if there is racism in the world, then we need to fight it. But the whole point is
Mm.
to stop talking about racism. Take out the whole asking people for their race in exams. Like, what is that about? Like,
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
does it matter? It's got like, if we are all the same and we are all human, like,
Mm.
why are they doing analyses to see what races do better than what other races? I don't. That is just, it's stupid in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah,
So
about the team. How many people in the team?
Yeah.
Split into content creator, competitive, and
Let's
Call of
go
Duty.
through everyone.
Alrighty. Okay. So we have, in the content creator team, we have, okay, we have,
Include Roller and
yeah, our
Infamous.
graphic designers, Vex, his name was Roller, and it also was Vexy and ASO. For those of you guys who think we have like 17 graphic designers, it's just one. He keeps changing his name. He doesn't want clout. He doesn't want any clout, and that's why he does it. He just does it because he enjoys it. He really does. He makes banners and thumbnails and all kinds of stuff for everyone in the community.
Intros, outros, all
Yeah,
of that.
it's really, really good, the kind of stuff he does. So if you guys ever want to like get him to do something, definitely hit him up. He's really good at what he does. And then Infamous, he was our editor. He quit recently because he just, I don't know, he says he wasn't enjoying it. He wasn't really getting anything out of it. No one really knows who he is as well. And yeah, it's sad to see, I guess.
Mm.
Well, he wasn't getting anything recognition-wise. He wasn't getting
Yeah.
anything.
I mean, he edited our Team Torch 3, so he's definitely a good editor. Hyping vouchers. If hyping vouchers is good, because hyping's edits are really, really good. So, I mean, yeah. Um, and then otherwise, the team's pretty much made of the content creator side, Scrappy, Viper. Viper's always accused of getting using macros because he does things that no other player can do. It blows my mind still. Niloo and I have both DM'd him and asked him, do you use macros? Please tell us now because you're going to get us in shit. And he doesn't.
Yeah.
He genuinely does not. So yeah, there's Viper, Scrappy, Poxy. Poxy's really good as well. Fiber, one of our newer recruits, he's also great. Overdose, our mobile content creator, but he actually plays second today, which is really cool.
No, he's been really consistent for
Yeah.
mobile solos as well. I think he came 7th or 5th in the last weekend, and then 2nd today. No, he's doing really well. Overdose,
definitely.
And then and then there's Ja as well. Ja's our warrior. He's on 200 ping, PlayStation 4. Terrible internet, terrible setup, and he somehow manages to do sway retakes. I don't know how, but I love it.
So how many players do you have in total?
It's about 23 now.
Also,
jeez,
competitors.
Jeez, it's such a big what you say becoming an org. So soon to be org, it is 23 players is a lot to accommodate. So I can imagine the way you have been recruiting. And now how you're going to be evaluating, it's going to change a lot. So I'm assuming
100%. And also
that's
with
what's
the
going to
contracts
happen
as well, we might have to revamp the team with certain conditions if people don't want to agree to whatever. Definitely going to be a revamp soon as well, which is cool.
Revamp soon, which is I'm looking forward to. I'm so everyone in the stream right now who's here to listen to the hot seat. If you guys are new or joining in right now, guys, I am joined by Jackson Niloo, and we are actually doing a hot seat with them, just talking generally about 5D, the community, and all that. And now I have another question for you. Will you be recruiting more console players? The community's hungry for that.
Let me get there. So our roster, our comp side, we actually just made quite a few recruits. For our console, we have Daxel, Revelentus, Vinny, and we're actually looking for one more. No, that's the console.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're looking for one more console member, yes, to pick up.
Yeah.
And we have someone in mind, but I ain't leaking nothing. On our mobile side, we have Rory. Rory's really, really good, super underrated. And Nick as well. They have a lot of earnings from, quite a bit of earnings. I'm not too sure about Rory, but Nick has $850 earnings from the EU cash apps.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Overdose is also mobile. And Nick and Rory are now trioing with Zayco. I don't know if you saw, but they came first.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
So that's our mobile team, and then our comp players. We quite short actually. On our comp PC
team.
It's pretty much just Niloo, Ariova, and Beast at this moment. Yeah. And then Dagger we picked up recently as well. Our newest player, Dagger, our newest PC.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, Dagger. Yeah. Okay, so there's one thing that maybe one guy would be happy about, and you probably already covered this or about to cover it. But Snap has the screenshots up on our screen right now, so it's on our stream, and I'll read Snap in your side. It's also quite recent. It was on the 6th of June where Snap was like, "You still gonna land on us?" And you associate blah blah blah, going back and forth with him and so forth. And do you remember that?
No, I honestly don't.
Wait,
let me
Snap.
get your stream up quick. AiroOG. Holy, 60 people. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So let me check this out.
I don't know if it's showing right now on stream. I think it is. It should be showing.
Yeah. Okay. So that's old me.
Yeah, old you.
That's wrong. Like I said, we make mistakes. I got a bit angry there. To be honest with you, it's gaming. Like this
It's
is part
gaming.
of gaming. If you guys like, if you played COD back in the day before Fortnite came out,
Hmm.
this is how gaming is. Like there's the pros. I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to roast a single person. I don't want to expose a single person. But
Yeah,
it's this is all the pros, well not all of them, but majority of the pros have said something along the lines of this before. It's not like I'm the only one. I'm not
yeah.
justifying that it's right. Like I said, it's wrong, completely wrong. I lost my temper, and
Hmm.
I do apologize to Snap for that. Um, but yeah, like it's just yeah, it's part of gaming. That's
It's
just how
part of
gaming
gaming.
is.
So Snap, there you guys have it. The Snap was constantly going in my chat for that one. And then,
I actually spoke to Zozu about that as well. Zozu from
yeah,
Bravado. Pretty much, we basically spoke about how it's really hard to find a balance between uh, gaming, which is considered to be fun,
yeah,
and
Professionalism.
yeah,
professionalism, which is true. Yeah, we're trying to, gaming starts off as a hobby. I don't think
yeah.
anyone enters the gaming field to go
Look,
pro.
to go
Yeah.
pro, no one does that.
Yeah,
You have to have love for something before you go pro. I mean, or
exactly.
before you take it as a job or something. For those of you who's just going to college and it's a tough one, that's something that you're not happy with. I mean, find something that you love first. Make it a hobby, and then monetize it by working hard at it so you can become good. So with gaming as well, so it's just what Jax is saying. If you guys are just going straight to making professionalism out of Fortnite, it
Yeah,
doesn't happen. It
it's
never
tough.
happens.
Like
Yeah,
gaming it almost starts as a way to get out of reality. I remember seeing that on Dakota's stream back in chapter 1, season 2.
yeah,
Someone commented, "Why do you game?" And he said, "It's just a really nice way to get out of the real world. It takes you into a fantasy world, and it helps with depression. That's pretty much
yeah,
how you can summarize it up. And
exactly.
that's where it comes in. Like instead of now going into going to school and swearing at your teacher, you go into COD and you swear at a squeaker. And that's pretty
Mm,
much the foundation of gaming and where toxicity is brought out
yeah,
from.
yeah,
It's like a ventilation space. PewDiePie says the same thing. He made a video about it as well. It pretty much, because someone asked him about toxicity and what is his idea on it, and obviously he doesn't support it. No one wants to support toxicity. Being rude to each other shouldn't be a
mm,
thing, but
yeah,
at the same time, it's a way of ventilating. And instead of now going and shooting up the school, just go swear at someone online, and I'll support that
yeah.
all the way. So yeah,
Okay, so another thing is, I don't know why Irie keeps spamming this in my chat, but he says or asks, I feel like 5D content creators get less recognition of than comp players, and I can touch base on this. It's not just in
It's in the whole
on
of Fortnite
5D.
today. It's in the whole of Fortnite
It's
today.
everywhere,
yeah,
everywhere in the world. In fact,
100%.
you um the foundation of a team is based off comp players, and then the content creators grow it in some sense.
Yeah,
So recognition, like Punisher Gaming and so forth. I'm also in Punisher Gaming. There's a lot of recognition towards the comp players. When they place well in tournaments, they get recognized for that. But when it comes to comp is, I mean, when it comes to content is there to uplift. So if you're a content creator and you feel that you not being publicized or being pushed or being recognized
Recognized.
as much as comp players, it's worldwide. 100 Thieves is based on their COD team. Phase as well, based on their. It's not always
Mhm.
their content creators in the face of the image. What do you
Yeah.
say, Jax?
Wait, summarize up the question again, if I may ask. Sorry.
So why is it that comp players get more recognition than content creators in
Um,
5D? So that, but I'm just saying it's
yeah, in
everywhere.
general,
Yeah,
I'd say you this team starts with a few good comp players. That's where we formed the team from, and from there we created the YouTube channel, which obviously
yeah,
started on 0 subs. So
yeah.
they're growing from the bottom, whereas the comp team grows from the top. That's pretty much how you can summarize it. So the
Exactly. Yeah,
comp,
that makes sense.
yeah,
Like you don't start a organization based off content creators. I don't think anyone has, to
yeah.
be
I
honest.
don't unless it's new,
Yeah, unless
unless
it's
you are previously found content creators starting a team together.
yeah, yeah. Then maybe you get the content has has the main thing that you're pushing out. But one thing is your goal and objective is to grow in a comp scene. So
Not.
obviously the
Mm,
comp players will be always.
to be honest with you, that I think that's where the community gets us wrong. That our main objective is actually to become. We want to be like the South African FaZe clan. We want to. I know it sounds like a vicious
Mm,
dream,
mm.
but yeah, we're more focused on giving back to the community and supporting each
Also,
other.
letting everybody get a chance.
Giving
Yeah.
everyone a chance as well. We do as many tryouts as we can, all the time.
I think I did 16 the last week. 16
Sure.
one.
I respond to as many messages as I can on Instagram, Twitter, and Discord. There's quite a few, so it is hard. But I try my best to give every single person a chance, no matter what they appear to be like.
Mm,
I just think I think the community needs to start doing more of that. I mean, yeah, like some of the big orgs, they keep signing the same players, even though they might not
mm.
be performing as good as they used to be performing.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Like, why are we not giving everyone a chance? I don't
Mm.
know.
It's like I don't know. Hey, it's like how can I say this? You knowing someone who's qualified versus someone who
Yeah.
hasn't really been in the light. It's hard to put that risk saying, okay, I'm going with Iro even though he hasn't placed, but I can see he's talented. Or whereas I can go with Riot and I see he's placed in a multiple tournaments. So it's just that standing, that recognition that they do have, or that credibility that they've had in a while.
Yeah,
So I think that's why, especially internationally, if you leave a clan, an organization, you go join FaZe Clan. If you leave FaZe Clan, you go join 100 Thieves.
yeah,
It's just because of who you are in the community and what you hold.
100%.
But so to give it's very hard to give someone who is not known or someone who doesn't have that recognition and credibility when it comes to comp and
100%.
so forth.
100%.
And yeah, it's just
feel
I think that's what it is, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I feel like the community should try and focus a lot more on personalities than actually
Mm,
just gameplay. Like for example, what you are doing. You are quite well aware that you're not the best South African Fortnite player. But your
mm.
content is brilliant. It's unique. You're funny as hell. I enjoy
Yeah.
watching you stream.
And
Mm,
that's what makes people watch you.
Exactly.
yeah.
Like,
You
and I
get a
feel like
personal relationship with your viewers.
100%.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Yeah, no,
we need to see more of
definitely
that.
personality plays a huge role as well. I
Yeah,
get what you're saying. But
exactly.
it's just a weird thing when it comes to comp. I don't know.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't say we're focusing more on comp. We're definitely focusing much more on content
On
creation.
everything,
Yeah, like
basically.
we want to give everyone a chance, and
Yeah.
pretty much our main focus right now is to grow the YouTube channel. So yeah.
Okay, so I made a best editors edition on videos and so forth, like
Yeah.
GFX. I
Yeah.
made VFX actually.
I'm
So
annoyed about that video.
hey, there's gonna be a part two. There's gonna be a part two. So one person here, Travis Weasley, says best editors in ZA, GFX, and VFX, and most underrated ones. So what is your opinion? Who are the best graphics designers? Let's go over
Graphic
graphics
designers.
designers.
Graphic.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't want to sound biased. And also I don't have a lot of experience in this field. I haven't really done a lot of research on graphic designers. But
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with Vex, dude. I honestly think he's the top graphic designer in the community right now. He doesn't just make stuff for us, and that's why I say that. He makes stuff for as many teams as he can and as many players as he can. He supports the community like we do, and that's why he's in the team. Like it's amazing. He wants to help people.
What if I said Kaizi?
Like I said,
Kai's really good at thumbnails. That's what I've heard of him for. His thumbnails.
Yeah, like
yeah.
face. He makes for face replays, face way, Ghost Issa. Like he makes for a number of people.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too sure. Like I said, I haven't done as much
Best
research.
video editors.
Best video editors. I can answer that one. I'm gonna put Hyping in, Jordan, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prodigy.
You have to put your
Yeah,
own as
definitely
well.
Prodigy
Yeah,
as well.
Prodigy, and then Elysium. and then
Mhm.
Infamous. I'd say
AC
that's-
as well. AC is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this. There's one guy. I forgot his name now. Wilkie. I think he's
Yep.
edited a few of Zaki's videos. Have you seen any of his videos?
I don't think I have, no.
Yeah, but Wilkie has also been making some
Streak
content.
Streak is also quite good at
Yeah,
editing.
Streak has also been making some decent stuff as well. Luca as well has made a few videos. What do you think about his videos? Have you seen them?
As in the Q&A or the
No,
montages?
the montages he's edited. He's edited a few of his own
Oh, I
and
didn't even know
Jay's.
that. All
Yeah,
right.
no, he's got a few stuff under his belt as well. So he makes some. You should check them out. He's made Jay's video as well. So Luca also does a few editing and so forth. Now, going on to the next question. So you guys had it. Best GFX editor is Vex, and then they mentioned the best video editors being the
I'd say
VFX.
Prodigy, Elysium, Infamous, Hyping, and Jordan.
There you go, guys. And the underrated ones? Any underrated ones that you guys know of?
I think AC, definitely
yeah,
AC.
yeah.
Who's that?
I think he edited Neymar, one of Neymar's videos.
What's
it's
his
sort of
name?
Like ACEY. AC.
ARC. Is it ARC?
No, not Arc.
What is he saying?
Wait,
If
let me
you
find that
if you
video.
bring it's ACX Neymar, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, ACX Neymar.
Yeah.
ACX name. I'll check that video out and then
Yeah.
we can see.
He's
And
definitely
then
really good.
so there you guys go. And Juxie's edit says on the questions, he's like plans for future, picking up players, dropping content creators, GFX editors. What is your plans?
Sure, quite a bit. I'd say
Let's go over to picking. Okay, we know you guys are picking up a lot of players. Are you what is your plans for future?
we trying to spread into other games. That's our main goal right now. We've got a Call of Duty team. You can check out
Mhm.
Call of Duty team Taj out on our channel as well. It's really well edited as well by Infamous.
Mhm.
And yeah, we're trying to. There's also a load of underrated Call of Duty players in the country. I'm talking about players who make quality content to have like 20 subscribers. It's
And 30 views. Like,
yeah.
it's sad.
And yeah, that's pretty much why I started 5D. I had me and Niloo and a few other people. We weren't really getting a lot of recognition, and and on top of that, I found a bunch of other people that weren't getting recognition. And I pretty much just felt sorry for them, and I feel like everyone should just get a fair chance. I don't know.
There you guys have it. That's basically what they have for the future going forward and so
Yeah.
forth.
Pretty much just want to spread into as many games as possible, and I recommend that all the teams do it. By the way, Cause, Anarchy, Punishers as well.
I think EGSA did as well.
Yeah,
Anarchy Gaming went into
is it?
didn't they pick up COD players? I think they picked up Warzone players though, not
Not too sure.
necessarily
Multiplayer.
like multiplayer 5v5 type of thing, but they definitely did pick up some COD
Warzone.
players in the Warzone
Yeah.
field. And then Coisign is just Fortnite. Someone said
It's
5D X Coisign. Is that gonna ever happen? Do you guys
I'll
think?
speak to Hyping.
You speak to iPing.
But what would it be about though? Like 5DX cosine montage, team Taj, like
yeah, there's also a number of things. What if you guys do like a Coisign X 5D Taj? I think that would be fire
tournament
though.
even. We could make a
Yeah, that would be lit.
split prize pool.
Yeah.
A split prize pool. Yeah, you see, there's that as well. Tournaments.
Can I bring up
Are
a
you guys?
topic?
Oh, just hold on. Someone
Yeah.
says Valorant. Will you guys be getting
Yeah,
Valorant?
we are trying. We are right now.
Okay.
That's what that's the team we're focusing on right now. After COD.
Okay. After COD.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the topic you want to get onto?
I want to talk about wages. I feel like
Wages.
obviously there's not a lot of money tournaments in South Africa when it comes to
Mhm.
customs and comp.
Mhm.
And if you live in a box and you know how to box fight and you're really good at wages, you can
Yeah.
actually bring in decent money from doing it. And obviously with there not being any tournaments or not a lot of money tournaments being hosted, I think players should just try and find different ways to make money out of the game, just to keep their career going. Because if you spend like 2 or 3 years gaming and you don't make anything, it's
Yeah,
gonna catch up to you. You're gonna eventually regret it.
yeah,
And yeah, I feel like South Africa or the community doesn't really respect wages near enough, at all. Uh,
yeah.
it's very there's not really a comp scene for it. I know ACGL has been hosting a few box fight
Like a
tournaments.
few box fight tourneys.
I know
Yeah,
you have as well, which is awesome.
yeah. Just on AiroOG,
Yeah,
just
but
on
Yeah.
AiroOG. Which, by the way, Niloo has won all of them.
yeah, but Niloo lives in a box.
Yeah, like I've hosted. I think I hosted two of them. One
Yeah,
solo
it's
and then one
other
duo.
way 2v2. Yeah.
Yeah, and Niloo won the solo. Niloo won the duo. And
Yeah, man.
at one point, I thought maybe in the duos they're gonna get knocked out in qualifiers against rejects. Was it against rejects
Yeah,
or at
Rejects is
finals?
Kara.
That's
Finals.
Oh
Finals.
yeah, finals. I was like 2-1 to rejects, and I was like, okay, so the king in box fights is gonna lose, and nope,
Yeah, no.
that didn't happen.
To be honest with you, Niloo and Divs, they are the comeback kings. I think they
Yeah, it
know that
didn't
as well.
happen. No, it didn't happen. And
Yeah,
yeah, Niloo ended up winning that one yet again.
yeah.
Then yeah, nah,
I feel like
guys, wage. I think I made $1 in wages so far. I played one wager though. I played one wager and I won it.
that's
It was
good. So
against
you've
the
won a
Curry.
go. You got
Yeah,
your
so
win-lose ratio is brilliant.
I don't.
He
I'm
doesn't
not
lose.
that skillful though, so I was super happy. I was like, I'm taking this. I'm taking this. So I was super happy for that one
Yeah.
when it came to that wager. But yeah, nah, I don't like wagers because I'm just so bad at them. But
Mm.
guys, it's true. If you guys are good and there's a community, there's discords that
Yeah,
do it. I
that's
think
another thing.
Hanamo has a discord on that or something,
The problem
or
with that
someone.
is that's the problem. Like all these servers are personal servers, and that's why I'm saying
Yeah,
this. So Hanamo's server, and there was another one that Ronan had up.
yeah,
And there's pretty much just there's a lot of servers that are hosted by the community players that play in the wages,
yeah.
and therefore it becomes biased, like full on. That's the
I
thing.
see. I see.
Yeah.
So if an organization could
That's
work
what I
around
want.
there,
That's literally what I
then it
want.
could be best.
I want
I think
there to be
I think EPS might go down the line someday.
yeah.
Well, I mean, right now, for what I can say is we are working at our website. So for those of you guys who are here, EPS is changing and it's gonna be better. Something good is coming. Something good is coming, and hopefully soon we can introduce box fight tourneys and so forth, which
Yeah.
will be so good because I enjoy the content that comes out of
Yeah,
them. It's just
100%. We want to
it's
do that
just
as well. We wanted to start making like if say Niloo and Divs go against Kareem and Neymar, I want to get clips from all of them and actually start making content with wagers, like a wager video
yeah,
dedicated to that specific wager,
yeah,
which is a really cool idea. I pretty much just want to bring light to wagers.
yeah. No,
Like in
wait,
the way that customs are and how there's permanently customs being hosted and tournaments. I
yeah,
want that to be
definitely.
wages.
That wager system that Mega Gaming had, that was good when it came out. That was good.
I didn't see that, to be honest.
They had a wager system. I'm sure Nilo, do you remember that?
The MG Casual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a wager system like you exclamation mark wager at Nilo or whatever, and then he has like 3 minutes to accept it or something. I think they had one.
I'm not sure about that, but I just remember there was a wager channel. It was probably the most active in the country until they changed it. And they tried to revamp the whole MG.
Yeah, no, MG used to have it like back in the days when they were popping. I remember that 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, I just feel like it also another thing with having all those personal chords. Obviously, there's the bias and the unprofessionalism, but also the fact that it's split.
Yeah.
You're splitting the community. That's why I want one like EPS to make one centralized wager channel for everyone, and
Yeah.
to be strict as well. If someone scams, don't give them a 1-day ban. Get them off. Like scammers,
Yeah,
keep scamming.
instantly.
They
I
don't
mean,
stop.
scamming, guys. And the thing is, it would be a difficult one, bro, because someone may do like a wager off Discord, and then they may be in our Discord, and then oh, he scammed me and so forth. Like, do you know how many messages I've had saying I've been scammed, ban this player? I'm like,
True,
but
yeah.
I'm not even doing wages. It's not even a system on my on my Discord. Why are you DMing
I
me?
get you.
Why am I like? And I've always had a complication with wages.
You could
Speaking
get
on
helpers.
wages and tournaments and so forth, let's speak about the fifth dimensional cup coming up.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna get that up as well.
Yeah, so I got that up on my screen right now, and everyone can see it. So I'm just gonna read the tweet that was written out, so you guys can understand what it is. So, Fifth Dimensional Gaming wrote, the Fifth Dimensional Solo Cup has been set. We'll be presenting it with Elite Pro Series with a 5,000 Rand prize pool. For the community to grow as a whole, we need to support each other more.
100%.
Please retweet to get the word around. Now, I definitely like the wording there. Like, we need to work together, guys.
Yeah.
There's only about max 4 constant sponsors in the community.
That's the thing. Like, if we stop fighting against each other, and we actually if all the teams in the country start supporting each other, the community will become so solid and so strong together as a whole that we will literally get the community as a whole will get recognition from sponsors, and will grow because of that.
Exactly. So, like, to have this Fifth Dimensional Cup, 5,000 prize pool solos, and by the way, guys, in finals you get 300 Rand per win. So if you get a win each game, you're walking out with a serious bag, even if you don't win the tournament. So try camp it out. Maybe you win the victory royale.
The 300 Rand per game was to prevent people
people leaving.
Stop playing. Because if you look
People
at like
leaving as
the
all
most
tournaments,
all
tournaments,
it just becomes unstacked over a few games because people are doing bad. But now with this 300 Rand per win,
hopefully
like have a stacked lobby each game.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, it just promotes.
I don't know why though. I don't know why Fortnite players in South Africa leave after the third game.
Use it for practice. Like, carry on playing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Even if paid to enter tournaments, you had them. They left.
Exactly.
They left tournaments. Game 4, game 5. The lobbies just die.
Could you not make it a rule that you can't leave or not?
We have, and it just does not work.
Yeah,
does not
too
work.
much admin, I guess.
It's not too much admin. I banned them for like one tournament, and they don't care. Honestly,
Maybe
it's free. You know, that's why they also don't care. They don't care.
It's also because it's been hosted many times a week. That's
frequently. Yeah. That's the thing, though. Having two main things, EPS, EVAC. There's a lot of competition between the organizations too. So, EVAC wants to host, so we want to host. EVAC wants to host, so then it becomes flooded with tournaments. And I mean, Niloo, do you shake when you play a tournament now?
I used to really get nervous, but now it's just one of those things, you know.
Exactly, Oh, there's a tournament on Friday, guys. It's not like in 2018. Were you guys playing comp back then when
I was on console and I was like, oh my god, I have to wake up early, I have to grind in the morning.
Exactly. Now you wake up like 2 minutes before the tournament starts. Oh, let's play now, and you're so comfortable.
Sometimes, bro, it was like, there's a tournament today.
Exactly, and it's just like you die. You're like, oh, okay, I die, and
I'll just go to arena.
Exactly. It's not like I remember playing comp in 2018, bro. You go to a LAN, you're shaking. Oh, bro, I miss those days. But that's why I became a tournament organizer, just because I loved playing the tournaments.
Follow your dream. That is brilliant. Guys, follow your dreams. That's all that matters. If you do what you love, you'll make it. Don't do what you don't love. AiroOG is a brilliant example of that. Not doing what you don't love, I mean doing what you love.
Doing what you love. Izzy says, and last minute everyone scrambles to get registered. Exactly. You announced this tournament throughout the whole week, and then at 2:00 or like when the tournament's about to start, please can I register? Please can I register? I'm like, where were you before? Oh my god, no. Fortnite ZA has its things.
But that's just
another
gaming,
question with Fortnite ZA. Izzy asks, Where do you guys see it going in the future?
Or if we get servers, there's so much wasted potential right now.
Mm, mm.
I feel really, I feel sorry for everyone, like people like Neymar that are just
Good.
so
Capable
talented.
of winning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like it's like how is it fair that Booga's getting 3 million and Neymar's getting
yeah,
like
exactly.
I don't know, dude. It's yeah,
Like the Neymar, what when that Middle East qualifier came fourth,
yeah, exactly.
fourth.
I'm not sure where he came, but it blows my mind how he how they just neglect the whole of Africa, like and for so long as well. Like it's not even a new
Yeah,
thing anymore. And I mean,
it,
the argument
like not
before,
even a response or a tweet or a little something.
yeah,
Obviously,
not even,
they see the Fortnite African service.
yeah,
They saw it, but not even just a little speculation or just stop giving us our hopes up and be like, okay, you guys, we cannot give you service.
yeah,
Mm.
Now we're out here just hopelessly waiting for
yeah.
something that may not even come.
It's bad. Like if they could just tell us you're not getting servers, there so many people in this country would stop playing and actually pursue other dreams of theirs. And it's just like
Yeah.
they are potentially destroying so many people's futures by not giving us servers, which is
Mm.
just annoying in my opinion.
It's super super annoying. And then guys, just so you guys know, registration will be available on the days 9 and 10 July for qualifier 1, qualifier 2 at 4 p.m. and then um wait, I'm confused. Oh, we're doing 4 qualifiers on the same day, right?
We're
Oh no,
doing
no, no,
two
wait, sorry. 2 qualifiers on the 9th of July, 2 qualifiers on July, and then
on the 10th
semifinals 1, semifinals 2, and then finals on
Sunday.
12th July. Yes.
Yeah, so
And then
it'll be running from Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah.
Thursday to Sunday, guys, and it's a big one.
And then don't
Four
worry about
qualifiers.
school; it'll all be after school.
Yeah, all after school, just at 4 p.m. on Thursday, Friday. Saturday will be 4 p.m. semifinals 1, and then 7 p.m. Semifinals 2, and then the finals will be at 4 p.m. just after lunch. If you guys have lunch or something, it will be just after that. And then another thing I would like to talk about is
Yes, sir.
the other trio tournament that we are doing this week, actually. So let me bring those details up. We stacked with tournaments this coming July. Honestly,
Yeah,
let me bring that up right
it's
now for
actually
you
gonna be
guys.
awesome.
Mm,
I actually think it would be don't host too many money tournaments together because you're gonna almost take out the how do you like if it's not as rare and it's not as frequent. If it's more rare and not as frequent, then it's more enjoyable.
yeah,
Too much of a
but
good
I
thing
mean,
is bad.
like we haven't hosted anything up
Yeah,
up
no,
up until this
100%.
coming 2 weeks. So
That's good. Get the
everyone's
hype
like,
up.
please host, please host. And I'm like, nah, buddy, we're busy with the new website. We have these tournaments coming up,
Yeah,
and now
that's awesome. Bring the hype up.
this trios challenger cup, guys. It's got 3 quals. It's trios. On the second, third, and fourth is the different qualifiers, and then there's just one finals. And the prize pool is 6,000 rand. Top 5 get paid. 0 rand free. Also, this one's powered by Punishers, and then the Fifth Dimensional Cup is sponsored by the Fifth Dimensional. Yeah, no. So I'm looking forward to these tournaments,
Yeah,
and
me too.
like you said, the future of Fortnite today. If there's no servers, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's honestly a tough one.
You
I
know
mean,
what? I
there's
think
so
we can
much we
still.
can do without servers.
Yeah, we can make it work. 100%. I
We've
feel like
been making it work
we can make it work better. How's that? Like,
better.
there's always room for improvement, and
Yeah,
yeah, that's why I mentioned the whole wager thing as well.
and
Um,
just to what extent though?
well, the thing is, the reason why wages are not respected is because most people don't actually make a lot of money out of it, so they just see it as a
Mm,
joke. But there are a few members in 5D, the majority of the 5D comp players actually bring in a decent amount from wages. So, and obviously with there not being a lot of money tournaments being hosted all the time,
yeah,
it's like you need to look
it's
for ways to bring
super.
in income. And wages is not considered earnings, and that's the problem. And
Mm,
yeah, that's why I want to make it. I want to turn it into a more um,
competitive
competitive,
earnings
put it in the
ranking thing.
competitive scene, pretty much,
Yeah,
because there
put it
is
in.
money to be made.
I
And
mean, like box fight tourneys. There you go. It's a
Yeah,
tourney.
that's it. Like even once a
It's
week.
classified as a tourney
100%.
if you have like someone would 100% be willing to play a 200 rand tourney box fight tourney over a 200 rand custom tourney.
Yeah.
It's so much more fun. Think about it. Like even if you do lose the first round, you lost. It's not like you died 99th and now you want to leave game 2.
Yeah.
Or
Also,
maybe you have a losers bracket and they manage to somehow work their way from losing first round to making losers bracket third round, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say there's just so much room for improvement.
Yeah.
What did you say, Nilo?
I'm saying also there's a lot of RNG that goes into custom.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Especially now, flipping hell.
Like people landing at your spot, the loot you get out of your house if you get no shields.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
also another big point is there's a lot. I've seen a lot of pros just tweet out, "Is anyone else bored?" Like I've seen a lot of people just
Yeah, a
getting bored with
lot.
customs.
It's a lot. And a lot of people are just like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
Yeah, it's just it's getting a bit repetitive, and that's why I
Yeah,
like
it
the fact
is.
that you're getting the hype up for these money tournaments.
Mm.
And yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no, it's a good it's good what you guys are doing as well. Like besides the hype of the tournaments, these wouldn't be possible without you guys, Punisher Gaming as well.
Yeah, I feel like the other org should contribute a little bit as well.
Yeah, like
not
everyone, like you said, to grow the community, we should all support each other.
100%.
That's what you guys are.
Exactly.
It's just that only boring people get bored. Ruan says.
Solid.
Ruan.
Lyra with the life advice. Let's go. But yeah, like even I haven't done a lot of research into this, but even like teams like Bravado Gaming, I'd like to see them and ATK host more money tournaments.
So the thing is, I've spoken to ATK or heard some speculation that the tournaments where they did like 6,000, 8,000 rand what pay to enter
ATK Arena, all of that.
Yeah. That 8,000 rand was made available without the entry fee. So if they got a 100-player lobby, they would have a 15,000 rand tournament. Now, the reason why ATK has stopped doing Fortnite tournaments is because they're putting 8,000 rand into this tournament and they're getting 30 entries and they have to pay out 8,000 rand now.
Yeah.
So that is why ATK have pulled out. People don't really respect what they're doing or what they've done.
When did they pull out? Do you know?
It was a few months ago.
So do you not think the scene has changed enough or gotten a bit
I
more?
I don't know. We will see with the Khoisan Cup. I mean, who's this? Evac tried hosting a recent pay-to-enter tournament for season 2, the end of season 2. They cancelled it because they didn't get 100 entries, but they got 3,000 something members on their Discord server. So, like even then, and the price to enter wasn't that much as well.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let's see what happens with ATK. Bravado did something about bullfight tourney, and that was actually quite interesting.
2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Yeah, 2-3 months ago they did like.
That's cool.
How much was the prize pool? It was big.
Yeah, I think they contributed themselves.
Yeah, they contributed, but you had to pay like 300 rand, and there was like 17 people max or something. But everyone got paid. If you came last, you got paid. You got your money back. So they did something.
That's cool. But I mean, like, I just feel like there's always a way. Like, nothing's impossible. Literally nothing. So if something's not working, there's always something you can do to change it to make it work.
Definitely.
And I just like if no one's entering, lower the entry fee. Like there's solutions to everything. I just feel like they're not almost like they're not putting in enough effort or enough time into the community, and that's why they don't really see these opportunities.
So Astra Reject says wages don't count as earnings. Box fight tournaments are where creative warriors will do well. Kids that do wages are the kids that hide behind wall play. Earnings come from in-game battle. I mean, besides that, what about like Fortnite box fight tourneys?
Yeah, but
Reject.
Yeah.
And Remedy says, how is wages earnings? Yeah, we didn't say wages or earnings. It would be nice to classify them
that's what I'm
as
trying to say. Like,
earnings
You said
through
making them more
a competitive mode.
important.
yeah, as
Yeah.
of right now, they are not, and that's my whole point.
Yeah.
They are not
Mm,
considered professional as of right now, and that's
mm.
why. And the reason why is because they are hosted by us, the community hosted, like you said. Well, I can't remember who hosts all the tournament.
Oh yeah, and
The
is it
Discord.
just reminded me? Another thing about the tournaments that go on in terms of pay to enter tourneys, she says pre-tourneys dash it is not legal to charge for Fortnite tournaments, and then this is where I
That's
don't
crazy.
host tournaments at all
Yeah.
for a prize pool or with a prize fee or something like that. And even before finding out, I wasn't going to be hosting
Is there
anything.
not a way to get that to change that or get around
There's maybe definitely other legal ways of hosting, but to say 50 rand to play this tournament, it's really illegal, hey?
that?
In the when you guys probably seen it. In your who has a creator code here? Do you have a creator code, Nilo? Or
Yeah, I do.
have you read the documents that come with it once you when you apply? They say read the community license event, blah blah blah.
I don't think so.
I don't think I've
Yeah,
ever read that.
I recently got like I used to have Psycho someone host for me or something like that, and then I got my Elite Pro Series code, blah blah blah, and I was just like reading that document, and there's a section there under the community license events because once you get your code, you can start hosting these tournaments or whatever and so forth. And on one of them is like you do not hold entries behind paid ticketing and so forth. So when I contact them, I was like, hey, what if I host with the prize pool? Even then, they can't.
Is it not legal if you do it through Cricket? Or whatever it's
It's
called?
no, it's not. Like as long as you're charging someone to
So what about
pay,
that Cosine Cup that's coming up?
that one there as well is legal. Oh, the ones that have happened before is also just illegal. I mean, it's illegal.
Aish.
Yeah, that's why I guess also some of the people just stopped, like Evac stopped.
Yeah.
But maybe he thought I was gonna go put him down in the dirt, but I'm not like that. So,
Yeah.
like I promote anyone and everyone. Everything is everything, bro. If that makes sense.
Solid Ira with the life advice.
Like yeah, and I want the community to grow. So let's see
100%.
what is he saying.
We
Yes,
need
you can
to-
go through Epic and they have full summary. Oh, so yeah, like you know how Mr. Savage and Arma Cup and all that.
Yeah,
You
the
know
Mr.
how
Savage
those?
Cup, yeah?
Yeah, like the way those are being hosted.
Yeah. Benchy Fishy Cup, all of that.
Yeah, Benchy Fishy Cup and all those stuff. Yeah, maybe that way you can host tournaments with entry fee. I know DreamHack charges like a ridiculous amounts, but they like got permission from Epic to do so, and that's why Epic supports or pushes it or something. It's really weird.
Yeah.
So Reject's response was, "That's all good. Those box fight tourneys will give creative kids some fun. 1v1, 2v2, etc. for money, but creative and battle royale also paid tournaments in SA are needed to get comp scene going." Facts.
No, 100%. But that's why I rate we split it. Like, do as much as we can. Like, not only. I'm not saying we should switch completely to box fights. I just think if there's more options, then there's just more potential.
Just more potential to
And more
like
ways
look
of
at the
earning.
console community. Look at the console community.
There was
No
literally no console community before you started separating them.
Nobody noticed them. Nobody got recognition. Daxel, all these guys, no one looked at them. Even when they were playing in our tourneys and coming 12th or something like that in the PC, nobody looked at them. There was no community. There was nobody there.
Yeah.
And that's where I think box fight tourneys just sort of maybe will grow the community as well, where we
It just gives a lot more people a chance as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
look at Clicks, like not just Clicks, but there's a lot of pros that made a living off Fortnite just by hosting wages on their channel. And that's why it's not fair on the community to say that wages is just a creative warrior thing that shouldn't be looked at. That's wrong. Like, it is a legitimate. Not only can you make money off doing it, but you can make a YouTube career off doing it. That's what I'm trying to say. So there's a lot of potential in wages. That's just looked past.
Travis, Classic Gamer made the overlays I have on my stream. Sorry, Travis. And then Scrappy says, ask about 5D House.
That's yeah, like I said, that's good. Yeah, we want to be the South African FaZe clan. Like I said, we're not just focusing on comp. We want to
Hmm.
grow that YouTube channel as much as we can. And yeah, the final goal is to have a 5D house. That's what I want. I want everyone in the team that makes it that far to be in that house.
Mm.
I think that'll be awesome.
Yeah,
Also,
no.
also regarding the wages and all of the box fights, creative, all of that.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have the setup they need to play competitive end game.
Exactly.
They run like 30 frames, 40 frames,
A
even
good
on a
example
PC.
would be
I think Scroll.
Sice. Sice is a
Scroll?
brilliant example. I don't know if you know Sice. I don't know.
What about Scrosity?
Oh yeah, Scarcity, yeah. I
Yeah,
haven't
I
seen him
think
play
doesn't
before.
he play a lot of wages, Niloo,
He has, but I haven't seen him recently.
recently? Yeah, because he was like, "Oh, I can only play creative," and I think that's where he started playing wages a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's a brilliant point. Like, Sice is a brilliant example. His PC literally cannot run customs.
Yeah.
So he just plays wages every day, and that's cool. Like it opens up. It's another way of us to make money off gaming and to potentially start a career out of gaming. And that's why I just think we should bring more light to wages,
Mm,
host more tournaments or whatever.
exactly. Like trying to just, like you say, get more options, grow the community, and just have a variety. I mean, uh, it's refreshing. Like I enjoy when I host the box fight tourneys. I really
Mhm.
do enjoy when I host them. So
Yeah, it's
it's
good
something
content as
different.
well. Yeah.
It is. It's good content, and people kind of enjoy that as well.
Mm.
Especially casual players. They don't even know what EPS is. They don't know who evac is. But
Mm.
ACGL has that community of thousands of players that if we go to box fights, it could technically grow the community at hand as well. Like, did you see the Tony yesterday, by any chance, Nilo or Jax? Did you
Mythic
watch it?
Royale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching a bit.
I
Like
didn't
I saw
watch it, no.
Crispy's clutch in that end game.
Yeah,
Oh
I saw
yeah.
Uh,
that. That was brilliant. Yeah,
Yeah. No,
that
there's
that
a lot
grenade
of
launcher
a
player.
lot of casual plays in that Tony, eh? Like
yeah,
who don't even know how to rotate or what rotate is. They just play the game like normally, and
Yeah.
it's very new to them.
that's why I
But
feel
that's
like when we get servers, we'll see a lot of new names in the
mm,
community
100%.
winning things.
100%.
but I don't say has such winning things. Maybe just being has good. And think about it. All the players winning now, they're just gonna get 10 times better because
Yes.
they have that
I
experience.
mean, when I was on console, I only got introduced to the Fortnite ZA community because of Lunacy. I knew nothing about it before, and I was literally involved with only the EU players. Like I had an EU team, I had all of them, and I didn't know anything about the ZA community.
There's still
And I mean,
Mm,
there could be so many other players like
exactly.
that, better than Travis,
I
better than
mean,
all of
look at
them. When servers come, that
put it
we'll
this
see.
way, right? Like,
yeah.
Cos Jordan, he didn't know about all of that stuff. And he was actually in 5D before he was in Cos. And yeah,
Mm,
that's a beautiful example. Like there's players out there
yeah.
that are
It's
just
a
not getting
tough one. It's a
recognition.
tough one.
So if I could find Jordan and players like Viper as well, how can I say that there's not more? Surely there's more out there that we don't know about.
Mm.
So yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of underrated players that just no one knows of, and they don't know of us. They don't know about the scene. That they don't know
Yeah, no,
about EPS.
definitely. I 100% see that. But do you think it leaderboards will change dramatically?
Um, hmm,
We can't really predict though,
Yeah,
because
we
the
can't
players,
because we don't know them. We actually like we actually don't know them. Yeah, that's true.
it's
That's true.
tough, but I'd say the players that are popping off at the moment, like Neymar, they will obviously stay on top, but I feel like there'll be a lot of new players as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah,
So, yeah, yeah.
100%.
No, servers coming is a game changer for
Yeah.
literally.
indie
If it doesn't
hosts
come in
as
2020, I
well.
don't think it's coming, by the way.
Nah, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I
I
think
don't think
2020 is
so.
the deadline.
Honestly, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
but think about it. The community will grow dramatically. Also, community hosts. Don't you think? Like EU players may just play for fun on African servers, but they don't care if they will be on high ping or
Yeah, no,
whatever. Maybe
it's like Benji playing in the NA.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
100%.
So I mean, community hosts will probably pop off in
Yeah.
terms of numbers as well.
I'm just
Getting
worried that I think the problem is just there won't be enough. Like you're gonna play in the Cash Cup and you're gonna be sitting in pre-game lobbies for like half an hour finding your game. And I think
I don't
that's
know.
the
Hey,
problem maybe.
I think we're chilling.
I feel like the
Think
only
about
problem
it.
would be like squads, public matches, duels, public matches. I feel
Yeah,
arena
those
would
will
be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. That
those
is
will
true.
be fine. Like we have like maybe solo and squads will pop up, but yeah, arena. I think arena we're gonna be hard chilling, but we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Let's just pray.
we
Let's
we
just
don't know. We don't know at what stake South Africa's communities
No,
at. Like
we can help. Like that's why I say we need to support each other more. Like instead of just promoting your own team, promote other players. Like if you are in ATK and you see a good player in Punishes, promote them. Like say shout out to this guy. This guy is really good. Like I feel like the community's just they're trying to grow their own teams only, and that's the problem. We all
look at what Punisher Gaming do though.
no, that's
Every
brilliant. Yeah.
every tournament they make a leaderboard that showcases
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
first
love that. That's
first to
brilliant.
fifth. Sometimes they don't even have a Punisher in top 5, but they making a leaderboard about it.
Yeah.
Like that's really good.
Yeah.
I think
100%.
that's what you're covering on that.
And yeah, I just feel like if we all help each other and give each other shout outs, we'll form, instead of having all these individual teams fighting against each other, let's just group up. And by doing that, we'll attract so much attention that Epic might see us. I don't know. Sponsors will see us. We'll just become a bigger thing in South Africa in general.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed. But you never know. If we actually start working together a bit more and taking it a bit more seriously and being a bit nicer, we might just actually get Epic's attention.
Definitely.
So yeah.
not that we haven't already though,
Yeah, no.
because Face Sway, Mongrel.
Yeah, we got a
Dakota
lot of
all
people.
tweeted.
Yeah. Shout out to Rakik for doing that, by the way. That's awesome of him. Always trying to get us servers. That's really cool.
Like
Starting those hashtags and the retweets.
Niloo, let's
and-
be honest, Epic Games saw us.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Why didn't they say anything though?
Well, we really can't say anything about that because we don't know.
Like
Um,
Middle East did about 2 million tweets or something in
that's
that
it.
day,
Yeah.
and Epic Games responded to them.
How much did we have? Do you know? Is there a way to check that?
Max was 100,000, I think. On the first wave was 100,000.
And then
Yeah.
did it
Am
go
I
up from
correct?
there or down?
I think it was like 108k. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
108. It was 100 and something thousand. The second wave did about 20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
But
people got
we
bored.
had many other players in the first wave. The pro players, Middle East pro players. Literally everyone was tweeting it in the first wave. It was insane what happened in the first wave.
Yeah, first wave was
But-
Mongrel, Dakotas, all of them.
Exactly, but not one hint or one comment on the servers from Epic Games. I hate that. It
Yeah.
totally sucks. Oh man.
I mean, all we can do is just wait and hope for the best. Because
Yeah.
I mean, what else can we do?
Exactly.
SA is in 43 billion in debt. Sure. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Coronavirus, man. And to see the tournaments like still kind of do well, it's super good, man.
Yeah, I want to
Super-
answer that one question that was on your Twitter. Why is there no water in Africa? There's a lack of infrastructure because the first world countries do not look at us in the same way that Epic doesn't look at us, and it's annoying. That's pretty much why. So there is water in Africa, but yeah, there's no infrastructure to get the water out the ground. That's the problem.
Yeah, out the ground, or
Think
isn't
of-
there something that overseas they make seawater drinkable or something like that? I don't even know.
Well, in Singapore they have they've set up a super budget factory that actually takes ocean water and turns it into drinking water.
Yeah,
And
that's insane.
That's the solution, 100%.
Apparently, it cost a lot though. Like
That
a lot.
it does cost a lot, but that's what Singapore did different. Their water factory is like way cheaper than the rest of the world's.
Yeah.
And yeah, we need to
Astro
implement that.
rejects on the thing that you said, promoting players. He said the thing is, you can say there are kids out there that are not known and will be players better than most of our top 5 to 10 are wrong, because our top 5 to 10 are already ahead of the SA comp scene. And a
Mm.
kid that you find that doesn't know about EPS, EVAC, ETC, which won't be VOD reviewing on all those, doesn't know how to play the late game,
I
ETC.
guess it doesn't really matter because when zero ping comes or service comes, your whole playstyle changes regardless.
Yeah.
And the way you play out situations, like obviously now we just hold the wall, place a
Mm,
stair, try get out of the box. But now, like everything changes. You don't really need to be ahead of the
Yeah.
the
playing
meta.
piece.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely not. I mean, there's like Jordan's a good example. He didn't know about it at all, and we didn't. No one knew about him. And then he joined. He joined into
Yeah.
the comp scene very, very late, and everyone knows him now. Everyone knows
Yeah.
Cars Jordan.
The,
So
the the what can I say? The school cup did well as well in terms of introducing a number of players.
yeah, exactly. Like there's, if it, my point is, if it's happened in the past, then it can definitely happen in the future, and that's why
Mm,
that's the whole point of 5D gaming. If I previously found underrated players when everyone was saying they weren't, then there are
mm,
still more out there. That's pretty
yeah.
much all there
mm.
is to it.
Let's see top teams in ZA. Classic Gamer asks.
Oh, I think everyone knows the answers to that.
Yeah, probably.
It's just 5D, no one else.
Man.
No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, Bravado, ATK, Cosine, Punishers.
To be honest, ATK has been slacking a bit lately.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
no,
thing. Like
definitely.
they made
But
their
they
move.
aren't they focusing on ME or EU or something like that, like Chogons in Psycho? What they doing?
That's the thing. Like, why is it only Trogons and Psycho? Like, why is ATK not giving people a chance? I just don't get that. That's another reason why I started 5D. Like, you see all these top organizations just not giving anyone a chance. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't get it. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am, you can correct me. But yeah, I just feel like ATK
Irie
can.
says he got an email saying ATK is open again. I think just in terms of the LAN event or the LAN area that they have, I think that's opening again. I don't think ATK is going to be signing any new players. I mean, they've had a rough one over the past year in terms of Fortnite. That they had what they had a full roster and a powerful one: Riots,
And I mean,
Psycho,
I consider one of
Rise,
like
and
the best.
Trogons. Yeah, the best,
Yeah,
honestly,
no,
one of the
they
best
when
rosters.
Hachi
And
was in, it was brilliant.
Hachi as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hachi. It's expensive for ATK. Psycho
yeah,
says.
I can imagine.
That's what Psycho says right now.
Yeah,
But yeah, they had one of the best, and then the fallout. Hachi left. Hachi went back to Botswana. He didn't necessarily leave.
and he's still
Uh,
placing that man. Sure.
yeah, he's still placing, and then riots as well, and then Psycho and Chogons focusing on ME and EU. So it's not really representing in South Africa a
Yeah.
lot from ATK.
Yeah, I guess it is hard. Obviously, with the whole virus, they're taking a hard
Mm,
hit as well.
yeah,
But yeah, like even before the virus, like I'd like to see teams like ATK and Bravado just do more for the community. I
yeah.
know it's easier said than done, but I think it's possible. Anything's possible.
Mm, that's
So,
crazy. And then, so your top ZA teams? I didn't hear them. Sorry, I forgot.
Nilo, you can go for it, dude.
So I said probably Bravado. ATK has been slacking a bit lately.
Hmm.
Punishers definitely has been on the leaderboard.
Hmm.
Cosine won ACGL recently,
Yeah, that's good.
and uh, I don't know if we consider ourselves if it comes to like
In the
wages, all of
when it
that.
comes to
And
wages, we're on top, 100%. And then
I like that. I like that.
and then I mean we live in a box, like the pros
Yeah.
like to say, and I like that. We live in a box, cool. And then with our console team and our mobile team, by far on top, no doubt about it.
Daxel, 100% one of the most consistent console
100%.
players.
yeah,
Just like that guy's insane.
Yeah, and then our
That.
mobile team as well. They're solid. Rory's always top three.
Hmm.
Nick, Rory, and Zeko came first today. Yeah, Vinny as well. Vinny's really good. We had Shills, but Shills joined Evode. But yeah, I think we're definitely doing quite well in the console comp scene. 100%.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Storm Testros says orgs aren't giving people a chance because there is no money in Fortnite today. That's
the
an
thing, yeah.
interesting one to
Yeah,
know.
that is.
Like
Mm.
over 6 months, over these past six, like throughout lockdown, I think EPS has done over 20,000 rand just in lockdown,
Mm.
or we're about to with these two next tournaments coming, and those are free to enter as well. So
Maybe just ban Neymar so that other people can win some money.
maybe we do that, and there we go. There's
Please
problem
don't.
solution. They'll give more opportunities to everyone. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of tournaments coming up. Storm Test Trust, the
I think
6,000 rand, the 5,000 rand 5D Cup. There's a lot coming up, and there's a lot more to come. And this is only in lockdown, so
yeah.
sponsors are definitely quiet right now. And yes, we have 1,300 or 2,000. That's still big money coming
But
in
I
from
think he's
a free
talking
to enter
about.
tournament.
I think he's talking about compared to the whole of the
Yeah,
world.
the
Yeah.
but
Exactly.
Call of Duty, what they don't have big prize pools as well. They have one event once a year, then that's big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Why do you
it's not
think
much
Good
fun.
Gaming dropped their team? People don't think it's worth. But literally all gaming titles in South Africa, it's the same.
Yeah.
Overwatch in South Africa, the 80K won 1,000 rand for that coming first,
Is it what in
and
the
was like I think it
international?
was no this South African one. There
Oh.
was like I'm talking South Africa in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
My bad.
There's like uh it was 1,000 rand for almost like a 2-month series, and they won 1,000 rand.
Yeah.
Um,
That's why I say we just need to bring more light to it. Like if
mm,
everyone works together, we can create bigger tournaments. Like imagine if everyone in the community just donated $1 to Iro so that he could host like a fat like money tournament. All the time.
here's a
Like
fun fact.
it's yeah.
In general, just July this month alone, there's 40,000 rand plus in Fortnite tournaments in South Africa.
Yeah. So it's there. Like it's
Just in July alone.
Exactly.
No ways. I didn't even know that.
and it's possible. Like whatever is happening now can be improved. 100%.
Yeah.
Like if it's just EPS and EVAC doing their thing currently, imagine if everyone put that effort in. That's what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah, like ACGL is doing their bits. I think
Yeah.
they did about 25,000 rand just for the Mythic Royale.
that's actually really good.
I think Mythic Royale was 4,000 rand first.
No, I'm saying in total. In total.
Oh,
Oh,
total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do stream royales as well. They should actually bring back kill races. That'll be another thing. But yeah, like just
I don't know. Kill races are out of the meta. I think where ACGL went wrong is they took too long to get into the
to adapt,
custom
100%.
tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel like instead of changing the whole time, we should just do all of it at once. So like have kill races, have customs, and have the wager box fights. Like or just box fight tournaments, I mean. If we do all of that, we'll open up so many options for players to bring in earnings that we can actually bring competitive Fortnite back, like big, and have Bravado Gaming take part more because it's actually there's something in it for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psycho says, I feel like we need proper people running the comp. IMO, get someone from hold on, the chat went too fast. Someone from outside the big Discord from regions and help our comp.
Say again, sorry.
Like basically bigger people outside our regions and to help our Discord communities
Yeah.
and
No,
so
that'll be awesome, yeah.
yeah.
Saying non-biased people or like
No, like
that-
No,
international
just
people.
like maybe BAQR or SAQR or what, I don't know, like those type of
Oh,
people
yeah.
to come help us out. But
Yeah. Well,
I don't know, like
yeah.
when it comes to running tournaments, I think I'm doing a pretty good
No,
job.
you're doing
so
a great
far.
job. Yeah, I was
I
wrong
think-
when I called you out. I was wrong. You
Yeah,
are doing a good job.
I was shocked when you said I was biased, bro. You know how many DMs I have to go
I
through
know.
on the
And
daily
now that
to
I'm-
help out
Yeah.
and do everything.
I've had a taste of that, and I totally get your perspective now. And that's
I think
Yeah.
Vinny has a good question saying 120 FPS mobile against 60 FPS
Yeah.
console.
could you not maybe
that
ban
has been a
120?
huge speculation, eh?
if you can maybe make the cap limit 60 FPS in those tournaments, it'll solve that problem. I read.
But think about it, like, how do we know
mobile
they're playing on
players-
60
That's the thing.
FPS?
That is the thing.
Either way, on the mobile part of the thing,
Mhm.
bro, they look like they're playing on the poo-poo graphics, bro.
There's pros
How
and
they
cons to
popping
that,
off?
though. No, 100%. But the thing is, like, even Tifu said this. He was like, he would actually prefer if his game had that poo-poo graphic, because then he would get better FPS in endgame. Instead of
True.
having to
Yeah, they're
load.
getting like 80 FPS and so forth.
Yeah.
Yes, the FPS side of you may be so much better than a console,
Mm.
but you're on console and PS5 is coming out soon. So
Yeah.
you're gonna be on 120 FPS and can
That's
handle
gonna
a
be awesome to
144
see.
hertz.
Yeah.
So I mean, to speculate and say that the 120 mobile players are better, I don't know, man. I think it's tough. I've seen like Overdose. His graphics looks poo poo, man. I'm like, how do you see?
Oh, he's
How
on
do
60
you,
FPS as well.
yeah, like how do you see that going forward? Like I don't know, but yeah, the thing is 120 FPS. Yeah, it's so smooth, man. It's so smooth, but they're playing on the iPad. Their fingers is in the way, bro. There's a lot of things. Like I think mobile players are at a huge
I never thought
disadvantage.
of that, actually.
Like mobile players are at a huge disadvantage when it comes to console players,
Yeah.
and will be when PlayStation 5 comes out.
Yeah, no. When PlayStation 5 comes out, Zako and Rory are going to have to step their game up a lot. It's going to become much harder.
Let's just pause a
I know.
little bit.
I know
There's
it
some
is.
good things that are in the comment section. So Tristan, who's Trogon, says we need less tournaments than big prize pools, so people grind and prepare for big events, not just play 5 tourneys a week without prep.
100%. Bring the hype up and have one bigger tournament rather than 5 smaller ones, I read. Yeah.
I mean, that's true. And this like as he said, this month is 40,000 rand worth of tournaments. Some of them do have entry fees, but the Chubbs Cup is only $3 for your whole team. $1 per person. Just wager Niloo and maybe maybe he'll give you that $3.
That's funny.
But yeah, like honestly,
all be
the big
free.
events are happening in July, guys. And these are sponsors that are giving us good money in a tough time in South Africa. So
Yeah.
like 11,000 rand in just 2 weeks. I think that's super good.
Yeah. 100%. But yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
there's always room for improvement. Like as good as
Exactly.
it is now, even though there's 20,000 in July, we can have 30,000 in August. Like if everyone just does their part and we just support each other more, stop hating on each other, stop having these beef, stop calling each other out. If you fight, you fight. It's part of gaming, like I said. I don't think you can name a gamer right now that hasn't
Less
sworn at
toxic, though.
someone online.
I think less toxic though.
No, 100% less toxic, but
Mm.
don't hold a grudge and let it like get you. Don't take it to heart. Like it's part of gaming. If you can name one player right now that you know that has never sworn at someone else online, I will donate money to you right now. I'll donate.
Yeah, I
$10
mean,
to you.
even me, the nicest guy, has won at
Exactly,
that
like,
top players.
it's
Like,
happening.
I get what you're saying. It's tough. Just, I think what needs to happen though is like, if you come in Discord, let's not message each other. Let's just call each other and be like, F you, Jax. Why you landing on here? And therefore, no one can record anything or no one can like screenshot or something. And you say it then, you'd be like, okay, have a good tournament, man. And then cheers, Jax, or whatever the case
Yeah.
may be. I think that's how people should handle their ego fights or something
Yeah,
that happens.
100%. Just don't take it to heart. Like get
Yeah.
your anger out. Like don't hold your anger in either, because then you're just gonna end up bursting. That's not the way to go either. That's what I try to do for a while. And
So
then-
Melody,
yeah.
we already covered the racist stuff and all that is in the beginning of the hot seat, guys. Realistically, going international levels without service in this game is very low. CSGO is the only game worth putting the time into going pro. True,
Rainbow as
but
well.
like you said, without service,
Yeah.
we don't have service. Maybe we do get service. And someone said playing more than 5 games will make RNG better. What do you guys say?
What do you mean playing more than
In-
5 games
in
makes oranges?
customs, like if,
In
so, like,
tournaments,
if there's only 5 games and and 2 of
you
the
die of
games,
phone
yeah,
twice. Like you, the chance of you winning is
yeah.
Really low.
Yeah.
How many did the World
But
Cup
I don't
host?
know. Like we had 6 games when we started off our competitive tournaments, but I put 5 games because first and foremost, we couldn't even get to the 6th game with more than 30 players in the tourney. So I was like, okay, 5 games, guys. And
Yeah.
even 5 games now, you guys still don't play all 5 games.
Yeah.
So
Maybe implement the maybe not even a money reward, but implement some sort of reward for winning the game, just so that people don't leave, like we are doing with the 300 Rand for Victory Royale.
but what are your teammates gonna say to that? Oh, Neymar's winning. Why must I play this?
Yeah, I guess.
It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one coming in with Fortnite South Africa itself
Yeah.
it's a tough one. I don't see these small situations happen overseas. Like even in customs, like or tournaments in general, like the $2,000 tournament. I think everyone played like the BAQR tournament that happened recently that some of the South Africans played in. That they were invited. I don't know if they were invited, but maybe Psycho can clear that. Doesn't he play? Don't like they all played. All Middle East players play it, even though they're not gonna get money. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Niloo, do you know any more about that?
Not really. I'm not really
Uh,
involved in the
Me neither.
Middle East EU scene.
Can I
Yeah,
get Neymar on?
it's yeah. You can get Neymar on. He will explain to us.
You
But I
explain all
think
of Middle East.
so. Scrappy says, "Please thank Jackson and Niloo for being the only people that have noticed me for me." That's Scrappy, by the way.
That's a pleasure, dude. And that's another example, dude. Like Scrappy's awesome. No one knew him. And 5D gave him that chance that he deserved.
Mm.
And yeah, like there's a lot of people that yeah, I feel that just
So
deserve more.
Definitely. So what Jax was saying, Jukes, is the same thing you were saying. If all orgs can work together, then every 2 weeks there's a designated big prize pool for each tourney.
Yeah. It's as simple as that. Like Bravado Gaming doesn't have to sponsor like 5K. They can if everyone sponsors 500, then yeah, you can split
And
it
then
out
every
pretty
two
much.
weeks you
It
have
adds
a
up.
big tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an investment that I think's worth taking. It's a risk, obviously, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna become a millionaire. I'm investing $2 to Niloo. He will wager for me for life, and there's my money.
That's actually a great idea, Iro. We should actually start bidding. EPS
Well,
bidding.
Start bidding. Put
Yeah.
your money on players, guys.
I actually just lost the wager before I came here.
Oh, jeez.
That's
Why
why you
must a
sounded so
org
depressed.
sponsor? Makes no sense. Not necessarily sponsor. Work together.
Yeah.
If an org wants a Fortnite team and they notice there isn't money, they're not paying players, but yes, you guys got sponsors and so forth. Maybe like a small 500 Rand all together comes together and you make some big tournaments. And
Exactly.
at the end of the day, some community or organization still wins the money.
Yeah.
It's sort of like an investment. Like invest in the community you want to see grow
Exactly.
and so forth.
100%. Like obviously we can't like we're hosting this 5,000 Rand tournament free entry. We can't do it every month. Like it's not
Yeah.
obviously not. No, I don't
Yeah,
think anyone in the
definitely.
community can.
Because I mean, we also put everything we got from like the
Yeah,
team PayPal
it's-
towards it,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Jack put $50 of his own, so we definitely can't do it every
Yeah,
month.
every imagine like every week or something.
Mm.
Chogon says community needs to pitch for tourneys though, and put money in every week with set prize pools, and people don't pitch. So he says ATK put money in every week with set prize pools, and people didn't pitch.
I think
so,
it was the every Friday one.
yeah,
I
like
think
50 Rand for 1,000 Rand, but only first place got paid, right?
Yeah. Not
See,
sure.
like that one, Chogons. I don't know if that was the thing you're talking about, but it was 1,000 Rand only goes to first place. But yeah, I did mention this earlier on topic that you got ATK used to invest about like 6,000 Rand into Fortnite tourneys, and when it came to playing them, they had 30 players and they had to pay out 6,000 Rand regardless, and making a huge loss on the tournament. Yeah, it's just what do you guys say? Like, oh, how do organizations then accommodate more players in tournaments?
Oh, what do you mean?
What do you
Like
mean accommodate?
for pay
Oh,
like to introduce
entity.
to get more players in.
I think that's kind of what we're doing. We're hosting this one tournament to bring light to the matter and hopefully get other people to contribute.
Mm.
So if they just start with an investment, it'll come back. That's what I think. I think
Yeah.
that's why I say it'll be worth it. It'll obviously be risky, but if we all just do our part and we work together, we can make so much more of the community. And it's not just esports that we can. It's not just esports and making money from tournaments. It's streaming and YouTube and
Mm,
Twitch and
mm,
content
mm,
creation, and there's so many different ways to actually make a living out of your passion, gaming.
mm.
And yeah, it's really hard because we don't have servers, and that's why I think until we get servers, let's just try and help each other more and
Yeah.
all put in our 2 cents.
So, so Tristan said they were hosting normal Tonys every second week. No one pitched, was like 6K guaranteed, but only had 30 people. I mean, also the entry fees was quite high for every second week.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It was like what, 200 per person or 250 per person, Tristan? Trogons? Like entry fees, yes, you already have that 6K guaranteed. And if it's online, you're not paying staff to be at the floor to count the scores and so forth. So in terms of having the entry fees maybe cover the LAN area or the staff, I don't know. I think 200 grand was a bit much if the 6K was already guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but price pool would go up if they got 50 plus entries, then even more 70 plus entries. True, but why not host 6K tournaments and have them? It's already guaranteed. 6K is a lot of money every second week, and it's 6K guaranteed. Maybe have the entry fee just as little as 50 rand per person, and
Yeah.
no one's gonna cry if they have a 6K tournament because that's already 1,000 rand more proposed if they get 1,000 players.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's 50 rand per person and 100 people enter, that's already 5k. All the
Yeah.
interaction is like 1k more,
Oh,
and
they already have 6K guaranteed, so you're not making a loss, you're not making a win, but having 30 players at 200 rand per entry is a huge loss.
yeah,
Yeah.
ATK used to host free entry tourneys like every Thursday. They did that twice only for 600 rand, 400 rand or something.
Yeah.
They did that twice. I remember once hosting on the same day with them, and Hachi came to smash me. But they did it twice only, one Thursday, and then the next Thursday, and then they were done.
Yeah, but that's why I say, like, if everyone just does it, like, obviously ATK can't host these tournaments every day, every
Mm,
week, every month.
mm.
But now, if they do two, and then Bravado does two, and then Punishes does two, then we do two, like, we can pretty much spread it out and help each other. And by doing that,
Yeah.
by just teamwork, pretty much. There's none of that. Like, I might be wrong, but I just feel like the communities, we're all just rushing against each other, trying to beat each other instead of actually trying to help each other at all.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's tournaments. Fortnite today is complicated
Yeah.
times, but hopefully we do get servers.
Yeah.
So
100%.
guys, going into the final hour or final 20 minutes of the topics and so forth, is there anything else you guys want to bring to light?
also I feel like if we get servers, like EPS and all of them won't work as efficient as they used to because of cash cups and in-game
Yeah.
tournaments. I feel like it'll become a lot less.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get bigger though. Think about it. So if you have cash cups every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, what are you doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
But the thing is, you could be practicing for those cash cups Monday.
And
Tuesday.
how are you going to be practicing for those cash cups through other tournaments, right? Like I think that's the best way. If EPS gets servers, we definitely get more recognized. People start talking, oh, I placed in this one, and you know, a lot of people are gonna come to light and talk more about the tournaments. But what are you gonna do on a Monday, on a Tuesday, when there's no real tournaments to play? I think you're gonna APS will be hosting something. You 400 players are playing, or whatever the case may be. We're gonna definitely blow up. I think organizations that are here right now, they're gonna blow up 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. You're putting all the effort in, so you'll get what you deserve. Hard work pays off.
I think it's gonna be good. I honestly think, because Niloo, to be honest, what are you gonna be on a Monday? How are you gonna practice on a Monday or on a Tuesday?
I mean, there's
You're gonna
always
play arena.
customs and all of that.
Yeah, exactly. But
Definitely, tournaments are much more practice when it comes to like
yeah,
cash cups. And
I think it's gonna be the same. It's EPS and thingy and evac and so forth will 100% grow even 10 times more. I think that's the case. I don't
Yeah.
know. Let's see what Storm Testra says. Metal State um had 5K prize pool, and on the first day they had 40 players and 200 signed up. The thing with Metal State, I think they lacking communication big time.
Yeah.
Communication is
I didn't
slack
even
a
know about Metal
lot.
States until very recent. Well, not recently, but like long
Mm.
after they started.
The communication sucks, and they don't have check-in. So
And to
even
pretty
if they
much,
don't have
yeah.
um like a stack 20 or on the day it starts, there's no communication. Like, I was surprised there was some duo 20 that happened a month ago or a few weeks ago for 2,000 rand, and when someone's like, yo, the Metal State 20 is unstacked, I was like, wait, what Metal State 20?
Yeah,
But I
same.
knew of Metal State. It's just they don't communicate properly,
Yeah.
and there's no check-in phase, there's no registration phase. You just find the tournaments on the website and you can go and register. And I'm just like,
Um, th-
cool.
there's another small thing I want to mention about getting the word out there. A lot of people don't know
Mm,
about it, but you can actually promote your own videos and um, posts on Instagram, YouTube, everything. It's basically just
mm,
digital marketing, and it's not even expensive. I paid 200 rand for mine, and I got 2,000 views.
sure.
So it's if you guys wanna get like word out there, if you're hosting a tournament or anything, look into digital marketing. It's almost like when you're scrolling through Instagram and you see one of those sponsored or promoted
Mm,
posts. That's
mm.
literally all it is, or adverts in the beginning of your YouTube videos. You're pretty much creating that, and then you select your target audience. You just say Fortnite players, and yeah, like it works. It 100% works.
Yeah.
Um,
No, definitely. Facebook is wow, guys. All the parents are on Facebook, and if you're hosting some tourney, they come, yeah, my little Timmy wants to play. You guys go to Facebook, go Instagram. Instagram makes you pop off, I think.
yeah.
So what happened with our Instagram? We actually took the Yaku's old thing. What were their names before you joined League Gaming? Um, Team Lethal. Team Lethal. I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh, I remember him with
Yeah,
Glyph and Chinks.
Oh
yeah,
yes, 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 yes,
Jinx,
yes.
Pop Cool, all them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Team Lethal, we took Team Lethal's Instagram page, which had like 1,300 followers, and we've been posting every day, every tournament, and we gained like 200 followers and a lot of interest through Instagram without paid promotions or whatever, but just through consistency. It just somehow digital marketing is great. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And I mean, like,
Digital marketing
look
is
at
great.
what School Cup did. That's another thing. Like, if you are
Mm,
wanting to host a tournament, try and start off with a banger, just so that you
yeah,
bring in attention, so the next one, even if it's not as good, you have that audience.
yeah,
And yeah, it's not as hard as it appears. Like, everything is possible. There's always a way. You just got to find the way. And yeah,
yeah.
digital marketing is one of the ways, 100%. I feel like a
Remedy
lot of
says
yeah.
there needs to be a Discord where every tier posts 20 dates, 20 updates. True, 100%.
Yeah, or even not even that. That's where like the whole supporting each other comes in. Like if EPS hosts a tournament, get evac to promote it as well, and if
Mm,
vice versa. And yeah, pretty much just help each other grow like that instead of competing the whole time. I feel like if we
yeah.
just work together, we'll get much further.
It's a complicated that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
competing against each. Like, I'm
yeah,
trying to grow the community as a whole.
no, hundred
I
percent.
don't know if you guys have been watching, like, in chat, the recent video I did on the Fortnite South Africa. I included them and the Middle East guys that are China and Middle East that are South Africans. Like, trying to push everything is good. Make it known that, hey, this guy's hosting, that guy's existent, and that way you grow.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So there are no Tony clashes and Tony's one day off the other. True, there's still gonna be Tony's one day off the other because there's just so many. So even if I'm hosting today, Evac will host tomorrow, ACGL host the day after, Extreme Tony's will host the day after that. There's so many, so many tournament organizations. And recently, today, Mega Gaming did some, tweet, and it was that contract thing, like, boom, where they stamp and they said it's official
Yeah,
or
the
something like
signed,
that.
yeah,
So
that little GIF.
yeah, signed deal. They're making a comeback. There's a lot of tournament
Yeah.
organizations coming in. I might be doing some new feature as well with another guy. Oh, there's so many guys, so many people hosting tournaments for South Africa, and it's good. But like for the competitive scene, we too small to accommodate for everyone,
Yeah,
and that's
100%.
why you will have a certain organization are doing the most or being
Yeah.
consistent in
Well, like,
numbers.
yeah, like the things I've said and brought up through this podcast, like obviously it's easier said than done.
It is,
It's just it's
yeah.
ideas. Like
It's ideas.
yeah, plant the seed and hopefully like maybe something I said this podcast inspires someone else to start their own little tournament,
Mm.
whatever. Well, I don't know. Like it's just yeah, I feel like there's always room for improvement. That's pretty much it. Try and be better than yesterday.
Try be better than yesterday. And okay, so just to wrap things up, guys, I'm gonna give Jax and Niloo, maybe they want to say something, so just giving them anything they want to say or anything they want to say. I don't know what I'm saying. What do you want to say, Jax?
Um,
Anything before we close? We're closing up right now.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, like don't take things to heart. If someone swears at you online, just like don't go and start a commotion. Like raging is part of gaming. Like it's a thing. It's just
Mm.
yeah, everyone
I
swears,
mean,
everyone's been
everybody
sworn
lashes
at.
out
Yeah,
sometimes.
like we're human. It's in human nature to eventually lose your S word. Um,
Mm.
so yeah. Otherwise, I think we need to be more like Chubbs. Chubbs
Be
is
more like
awesome.
Chops.
Yeah, just help a bit more. I know
Help
it's
a
like
bit
I said,
more.
it's easier said than done. I mean, he owns an ISP or whatever, but it's yeah, like everyone can do their part. Like you might not be able to give someone 17,000 rand, but you can give them $1.
Mm.
And yeah, like try and just give everyone a chance. Yeah, just be a bit more positive, I say.
And Nilo, am I pronouncing your name properly? What's your
It's,
name?
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
No, you guys both have that problem. It's Ireo, Niloo,
Oreo, Aereo. Yeah, I have some weird names.
Nilo, Nilu.
Oh, yeah,
Nilu is the
also, I wanted to
weirdest.
say something about the 20. I mean, like all the custom 20s and all of the people placing now. It's going to be a lot different for cash cups because the custom 20s has one set lobby constantly. But for
Mm,
like the cash cups, you'll get different people landing at your spot. You'll
yeah,
get
Mm,
different players you're versing. So it's going to be definitely a lot different.
100%. A lot of different variables.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
gonna
obviously
be
expect
crazy,
servers,
crazy.
Mm.
like
Like cash
changes
cups,
in
cash cups will be different. Imagine if EPS did cash cup type of tourneys, like one code, 200 people go in. You don't know who
Mm.
Yeah.
you're gonna be going up against.
100%. And also,
Yeah,
there's like we said earlier, there's also going to be other players from other regions like coming over.
yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
Yeah,
they
it's
will
gonna be super interesting.
100%.
Cash cups.
And then also another thing I wanted to say is don't try it if you guys are trying to make a career out of gaming. Don't spend all of your time.
Yeah,
Don't put all
don't
your
give
eggs in one basket.
priority as well.
Yeah, like try and remember to keep your mental health stable and increase your physical health, whatnot, all of that stuff.
Mhm.
Don't just if you're waking up in the morning and the first thing you think of is Fortnite, and then you're just playing Fortnite all day, and then going to bed and doing the same thing.
Guys,
It,
health.
yeah, health.
Health is important. Drink water, exercise, do some squats.
100%.
A few weeks ago, I was like, I tweeted out and I was like, at Travis, is the chair bad or is my butt actually hurting? 'Cause I got sponsored the chair, right? But
Let's
my
not talk
ass
about chairs.
started talking, bro, or started hurting, and my ass was hurting. I was like, what is this? And then Warrior messaged me. Warrior's like, yo, you need to do some squats, man. I've been doing squats ever since.
Ira,
And
you should host like workout streams. I read.
imagine.
I'll join.
And my ass has been better.
$5 equals 5 push-ups.
Wow.
Yeah, no, but guys, exercise, eat healthy, live a
Yeah.
life, guys.
And don't-
You guys are young. Especially the community is young.
Yeah, Fortnite.
First,
especially.
schools first.
Yeah, 100%.
Live life, guys. Go breathe outside. Go have a joel on a Friday night sometimes, and
Yeah.
just have a good time, guys. That's
You'll realize
literally it.
that you might not want to go out, but when you actually go out, you'll be like, ah, this is actually not too bad.
exactly like just have good times, guys.
Yeah.
Just breathe it out, and if there's a toxic message that comes into your chat sometimes or into your DMs,
Just ignore it.
don't respond to it
Yeah.
even.
That's
Don't
something
even
I
just
only
look
learned
at it and be
recently.
like, stupid.
Yeah.
Like, just ignore hate, ignore negativity.
Yeah.
It, it,
Like when I
it-
called out Iro, he didn't respond,
yeah,
and
I
that
didn't
just it
respond to
literally
him.
ended the whole thing. Like I lashed out at him, and no response, and bang, that was it. It was over within like, well, not the whole the hate we
Okay,
got, but
yeah.
yeah, like the
It took
actual
some time for him to stop DMing me, but he stopped eventually.
yeah, like it's
And then the next thing I know is 5D's good with me, and they're all in my chat and having a good time and
yeah.
vibing with me.
Like I said earlier on, like it's fine to make mistakes. It's in human nature. We're all gonna lose our S every now and then, but just learn from your mistake and like be better. Try and be better than yesterday. Pretty
Improve
much.
yourself.
Yeah,
Exactly,
that's all
guys.
that
If you guys
matters.
are not taking a step further in life and improving, I mean, there's nothing more I can say. Do that. Start looking forward and start looking today. In fact, instead of forward and backwards, look
Yeah,
at today and
100%.
continue improving
And
every time you do that.
and stay curious as well. Like if you're waking up in the morning and all you're thinking of is Fortnite and gaming, that's a problem. Like you keep your mind
Diverse,
open. Yeah,
diversify yourself.
yeah,
As he says, the more reaction you give to hate, the worse it is.
100%. So
The
yeah,
more you contemplate on it, the more it eats you up, the more you want to respond. And if you respond to hate, that person loves it. He
exactly.
loves it
That's
so
Yeah.
what they
much. It's like,
want. They
"Hmm,
are, yeah,
I'm bringing it back."
exactly.
And yeah,
And I mean, I can
but
speak from that perspective because I used to reply to, or I used to start like commotions like that, and it's not worth it. Like,
mm,
don't do it. There's nothing good in it. There's pros and cons to everything. Rather focus on the pros. Like, there's no point
exactly.
giving the cons attention all the time.
Virtue says addiction is a real thing, though, when it comes to Fortnite, I
100%,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, definitely, since even if we're playing on 180 ping and we still play it every day.
exactly.
Yeah, 100%. Then you know
Oh,
something's up.
anyways, man, this was such a wonderful talk, Jackson,
Yeah,
Niloo. I
this is great.
mean, I'm hoping for some good things going forward with you
I actually
guys,
too.
and looking forward to see the plans you guys have for continue doing what you guys are doing. Um, yeah, no, wishing you guys best of luck. I'm sure the chat is now knowing who 5D is more, who Jax is has a co-owner and Niloo has a co-owner. Um, if you guys want to make some real money, go wager some money on Niloo. He's gonna win you some good bucks. I'm joking, I'm
Free 50
joking, but
pot. Free 50.
yeah, no, guys, thank you guys so much for coming through
Thank you
to the
so much,
chat.
Ira. Really appreciate
Thank
this,
you
dude.
for hosting.
It's really
Yeah,
cool.
thank you guys for
Yeah,
all that what you're doing for the community, what you're
awesome.
gonna be
It's our
doing
pleasure.
in
It really
future.
is.
Looking forward to really looking forward to what you guys are gonna be doing,
Cool,
what
man.
image you guys are gonna be building, and yeah, wishing you the best of luck, man.
You too, 100%.
Yeah.
On way,
Thanks so
okay.
much, eh?
Thank you.
Cool.